Okay, so today we're going to talk about one of the most versatile bandages that's on the market today, and they're relatively inexpensive. So if you've got an IFAC, if you don't have one of these bandages in it, you need to pick up one and put in it, because it may prove more useful to you than even a tourniquet, because it's few and far between that we actually use a tourniquet. When we need one, we sure need to have it with us. But these bandages, you can use these for just about anything. The uses are just almost unlimited. So this is a IFAC kit that I use for training. So the bandages and things in this are already open. So let's take a look at them. So we're talking about the Israeli bandage, or emergency bandage, or compressed gauze. So usually these things are sealed in something like this, and they're vacuum sealed, so they're a whole lot smaller and don't take up a ton of space. But we've used this one a bunch for training, so we can pull it out and show you a little bit about how to use it. So when you use this thing, this is the way it's going to be rolled. It has a clip right here, and this is very important for generating pressure on a wound. So if I have a wound, I'm going to take the gauze and start unwrapping it. Take the cotton applicator, put it directly over that injury site, then come around the extremity, come through this clip like this, then I'm going to pull back, and that creates a pressure point right here directly over the bleeding site. So every time I come back over this, I can twist this gauze and put even more pressure on it. So as I come back over it, I'm increasing that pressure, put another twist in it, increase the pressure, and I can keep doing this until I get as much pressure on here as needed to control that bleeding. Now, once I have that pressure, just keep unrolling it. Every time I come over the wound, I'm going to pull it nice and tight. And then once I get to the end, this thing has a clip right here that I can actually clip back into it, and it holds it in place. You can generate a lot of pressure with this, but it's actually pretty comfortable. It's nowhere near as uncomfortable or painful as a tourniquet is. So this is one of the ways that we use this. We've used them, we carry them on a lot of the ambulances. These things are great pressure dressings. So one of my favorite uses for this is to use it on somebody that's got a laceration or something like that to the head, because the shape of the human head, especially one like this, is it's hard to bandage with. So if you're just trying to use regular rolled gauze, it's hard to put a bandage on somebody's head and for it to stay. But with these, let's say I've got a big laceration right here to this forehead, I can take and put this on. I can come around behind the head, around under the base, right down at my neck. I can put it back through, if I can do this without looking at it, and I can still pull that to generate pressure and keep coming back around and up and over that spot until I get adequate pressure on it to hold it in place and stop that bleeding. Then I can keep unrolling it all the way around until I get to that clip, and then I have a good pressure dressing on here that's not going to come off very easily. If I was using just rolled 4x4 gauze, especially if you lay somebody down on like a backboard, this that rolled gauze is just going to try to slide off their head, and it's hard to bandage with that. But these elastic bandages work very, very good for that. So there you have it. The Israeli bandage, or emergency bandage, is probably one of the most versatile bandages ever created. If you carry any type of med kit, you need to pick one of these up and stick in it. You can pick these things up on Amazon, relatively inexpensive, anywhere from like $6 to $8 a piece. And of course, they're one-time use, so use it it's done, pick up another one. You can get bulk rates on them if you buy like 4 packs or 6 packs or something like that. But they're well worth it if you need it. I will put a link to some of them that I've picked up in the description below, and you can pick these up and put them in your kit. Thanks for watching.